Okay, hello everyone. This is Christian Edward, the programmer over at PyraBang and one of the principal owners of the company, to give you an official message on what happened with the site going down and where we're at about perhaps getting the site back up again and trying to get PyraBang to where it's more understandable for people and remove some of the parts about PyraBang that make it unacceptable to the community of MLM, for example. Number one, there was a police raid on April 29th of this year. During that raid, they smashed down the front door to my home, where all of the data for PyraBang was located, and took roughly $8,000 worth of computer equipment. They have not to date given any reason for why they have it, nor is there any that I can think of. They also, to my knowledge, and we have on a list of items that they did take from the home, over $10,000 in silver, and some of that silver does belong to PyraBang. We have to get an accounting of it, and we don't as of right now. PyraBang 3.0 is going to be coming out. Now, for those of you who have been members for a really long time, or even just a little while, if you've built up a residual income with PyraBang, you have a right to fight for those for that money that you had coming in on a residual basis, on a monthly basis. I mean, you worked hard for it, and the concept of PyraBang was we'd be around for you and be paying you on a monthly basis for work that you did once, so you didn't have to slave over and over again. Now, because PyraBang's offline, obviously people aren't getting paid these paychecks. So what we would like to do is, if you want to file a complaint, you forward that to PyraBang@yahoo.com, and you put complaint as the subject, PyraBang complaint as the subject. I want to know how much you were making on a monthly basis. If you can provide a couple of receipts with that as well, be as complete as possible, and these complaints can be used in a possible class action lawsuit against a defendant, which will not be named at this time, but I think many can probably guess. Now, the features of 3.0. Let's talk about that. 3.0 is going to be a lot easier to understand. One thing right off the top that I'll tell everyone is that we're removing the MLM matrix. There isn't going to be an MLM matrix. It's just going to be $4 a head. You sign people up to PyraBang, you're going to get $4 a month for each individual that you sign up, and then PyraBang will figure out how to way to meet its expenses on $1.95 a month. And that's pretty simple. There's not going to be a fast start or anything like that. Okay. Now, the database. Okay, the database is right now in the possession of Beloit Police Department. Liquid Web did not hold a backup after I was incarcerated for over 2 months against my will. Still, no valid reason for them to hold me in there that long without having convicted me of something. But basically, the database is we don't have an updated database. So unless we can get that back, and that case could last years, unless we get back that back, you gotta send us in your emails and stuff and the proof of what you have, and it can be backed up by information that they have in their possession. So we have also policeabuse.com is now on the case, and I will be having an investigator call later today. I put down $1,500 towards having policeabuse.com come in, and I think that's an extremely reasonable fee to have an investigator here on the ground. I made an offer to Norman Jacobs of the Beloit Police Department by email, just a peaceful offer. Listen, before we escalate this, before I spend $1,500, maybe we could just let bygones be bygones, but that's not the way they do it in the corporate statutory society matrix that we live in. We can't just say let bygones be bygones, and that's what's unfortunate, and that's the reason why we really just need to just go back to common law and have speedy trials and grand juries of your peers in between you and the public, and that's what I've been talking about for a little while now, and it makes a lot of sense. And I want people to take out their Fifth Amendment and read the Fifth Amendment, even my attackers, okay? Take out the Constitution and read the Fifth Amendment and understand how that pertains to your liberty and those three rights that were fundamentally protected by the founders, and that is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, okay? And your liberty is obviously the most important there, because without liberty you can't really pursue any happiness, and you're not really going to have very much of a good life. So in the Fifth Amendment, it gives us the right to a grand jury indictment or presentment for a capital, if charged with a capital or infamous crime. Now, infamous does not have to do with what the type of crime. It has to do with the time. If you're going to be doing a time, actually, I believe it's for more than a year. If you look that up, any time more than a year is actually defined as infamous. So you're getting charged with an infamous crime, and you're not getting a grand jury to look at the evidence against you before your liberty is taken away. If you're not a flight risk or anything like that, and you're not an immediate threat to anybody, there's no reason to have you off the street and in jail, okay? Which is, I'm none of that, okay? So that for them to keep me in jail for 3 months is unlawful. Is all there is to it. Now, that's up to ultimately to the sheriff to enforce the law. Now, if the sheriff does not know the law, and then is basically leaving it up to the courts to determine what the law is, then we have a situation where we have lawyers, and therefore the bar, the British Accredited Regency or Register, running our government. And the sheriffs need to be educated on the law. They have to be lawyers, really, or at least be willing to be educated by people who are saying they know what the law is, and have an open discourse with those people, because the people are the authority, and the sheriff is a public servant. The police are public servants. All of these people are public servants, and in my area, it's a heavyweight communist, and I'm not exaggerating at all. It's a heavyweight communist area. Everybody just does what they're told, and they don't question authority, and God forbid if you question authority around here, you get what recently happened to me, for example. So you get your window smashed out, and then it causes you to do some things that you wouldn't normally do under peaceful, calm conditions, where people's positions just need to be explained a little bit more clearly before they take action. Okay, so that's an update on what's going on. If you want to reach me, the new number on the prepaid phone I have here is 608-346-9079. Go ahead and get a hold of me for any reason. Okay. Also, cancellations, PyraBang cancellations. If you need to cancel your PyraBang account, I can get that taken care of for you. Send it to subject PyraBang cancellation, and in it include a receipt. If you can include a receipt and your username, perhaps, but mostly just the receipt and the credit card number would be fine, and I can get it canceled by that information. Okay. Talk to everyone when I talk to you.